Chapter 2.1 The Sound of Music. Part First. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Evelyn Elizabeth Ann Glennie was born on July 19, 1965 in Aberdeen, Scotland, the youngest of 3 children and only daughter of farming parents. She began studying piano at age 8 and 2 years later began to play clarinet. As her hearing began to deteriorate, Evelyn is profoundly deaf, she switched to percussion at age 12. God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels, far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. Someone has commented this about Evelyn. He says that although God took away her hearing power, she was impaired, but He gave her an extraordinary thing, and that was the sense of feeling. She could feel very deeply, far more deeply than the normal people. And that is why she was able to express music so beautifully, so well. She is a well-known multi-percussionist. She plays different percussion instruments like xylophone, drums. Russia crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. Russia means the usual hours of going to office and returning from the office that cause a crowd. Jostle means push roughly. A slight girl, looking younger than her 17 years, was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. Slight means small and thin. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. Daunting means frightening, scary, and teenage means a person who is in her teens. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. Aspiring musician means a person who wants to be a musician, and profoundly deaf means absolutely deaf. The scene is off the train platform. It is underground and there is a huge rush at the platform. People are pushing each other to get away. There's a small thin girl, Evelyn, at the railway platform waiting for the train. She gets nervous and at the same time excited.
अगर आप अपने सिलेबस के सारे चैप्टर्स इस फॉर्मेट में देखना चाहते हैं तो हमें डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए गए नंबर पर कॉल करें. ऐसे ही
Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Gradual means in phases. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. Conceal means to hide. As Evelyn lost her sense of hearing in phases, it was a gradual process. In the beginning, when she could hear partially, she managed to hide this disability from her friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. Deteriorated means worsened, reduced, and urged means requested. Specialist means a doctor specializing in a particular part of the body. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. Impaired means weakened. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked black. says Evelyn.
अगर आप अपने सिलेबस के सारे चैप्टर्स इस फॉर्मेट में देखना चाहते हैं तो हमें डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए गए नंबर पर कॉल करें।
But Evelyn was not going to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. Pursue means to follow. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Xylophone means a musical instrument with a row of wooden bars of different lengths. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. Percussionist means a person who plays the drum, the tabla, etc. And potential means quality or ability that can be developed. He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. Don't listen through your ears, he would say. Try to sense it some other way, says Evelyn. Suddenly, I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. This shows Evelyn had determination. Although Evelyn got such shocking news, still she was determined and she was not going to give up. As Evelyn was passionate about music, this news also did not break her, but she was determined to live life like normal people and follow her interest in music. When Evelyn saw a girl playing the xylophone, she wanted to play it too.
अगर आप अपने सिलेबस के सारे चैप्टर्स इस फॉर्मेट में देखना चाहते हैं तो हमें डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए गए नंबर पर कॉल करें। ऐसे ही और एजुकेशनल वीडियोस देखने के लिए हमारे चैनल होम रिवाइज को सब्सक्राइब करें।